The end of privacy in digital era. Before started, this video documentary are prepared for Dr. Khaliza Omar, lecturer for LMCR 1252. Prepared by Team 2, consists of Nur Amalia binti Muhammad Azmi, Kadison Hensgui, Muhammad Nur Ikmal bin Abu Bakar, Livis Kumar, son of Salva Kumar, and I, Muhammad Irshad bin Muhammad Azhar. Privacy, as defined by Alan P. Bates, is a personal, subjective experience that recognizes the right to exclude others from certain concerns. Digital privacy pertains to protecting personal data in digital services where consumers may not always act rationally regarding risks and benefits. In an increasingly interconnected world, concerns about how tech companies and governments use personal data have grown, prompting public authorities to enhance data protection. Society is especially worried about the privacy of monetary information, location data, personal details, digital footprints, and private life when sharing information online.
Next, I will be moving on to the causes of the end of privacy in this current digital era. One of the main causes is the usage of social media and self-disclosure within users. This is because Malaysians are active social media users. Therefore, personal information are abundant on platforms such as X, Instagram, and TikTok. This voluntary disclosure often leads to unintended privacy breaches. On top of that, social media platforms collect vast amounts of data from users, which can range from preferences to location and interactions. They use sophisticated algorithms to analyze user behaviors, which will lead to a sense of constant monitoring within the user. As a result, these data is often shared with third parties for advertising and other purposes. With the rise of influencers, this encourages users to share more of their personal lives online. And this culture of sharing has pressured people into sharing aspects of their lives to fit in with society. Another main cause for the end of privacy in this digital era is the existence of cybersecurity breaches. In this technological era, hackers can gain unauthorized access to databases which contain personal information. This can lead to identity theft, financial fraud, and other malicious activities. On the other hand, sensitive data may be unintentionally exposed due to poor security practices or vulnerabilities in software. The use of outdated software and hardware can create security vulnerabilities, which are easily exploited by cybercriminals. This can be further highlighted with the insufficient awareness and training among employees about the cybersecurity best practices, which can lead to accidental breaches. In conclusion, cybersecurity breaches may lead to a loss of trust in digital services and platforms within our community. The third cause for the end of privacy in this digital era is the lack of user awareness and control. This is due to the fact that many users are not taught how to protect their digital privacy from an early age. Moreover, digital services and platforms contain lengthy and often complex privacy policies, which are difficult for the average user to understand. This can lead to users struggling to comprehend these policies, either due to language barriers or the lack of technical knowledge, leading to uninformed consent. Furthermore, there is a lack of transparency regarding personal data collection, usage, and sharing within companies. And users often have limited options to control or delete their data due to the default settings on many platforms, which are often set to collect and share the maximum amount of data possible. Last but not least, the fourth cause for the end of privacy in this digital era is data collection by corporations. E-commerce platforms like Lazada and Shopee collect significant amounts of user data for targeted advertising and personalized services. Not just e-commerce platforms, telecommunication providers such as Maxis, Celcom, and Digi collect data related to communications and internet usage patterns. Banks and financial institutions collect and analyze customer data for fraud detection, credit scoring, and personalized banking services. The types of data collected includes behavioral data, health data, and most importantly, personal data. These collected data are often shared or sold to third parties, which include advertisers and data brokers.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So my name is Nur Amala binti Nur Azmi with matrix number 8204882. So as for today, I'll be doing my part, which is the effect of our topic for today, the end of privacy in the new digital era. Alright, so the first effect I'm going to elaborate on is in terms of personal security and safety. Malaysia has seen a significant rise in cybercrime, with personal data breaches leading to identity theft and financial fraud. For instance, in 2017, the personal data of 46.2 million mobile phone subscribers was leaked, exposing users to potential identity theft and scams. With the increase in data availability, there have been instances of stalking and harassment. High-profile cases such as the harassment of women on social media platforms like Instagram and Facebook highlight these kind of risks. Alright, so the second effect is in terms of psychological and emotional impact. The constant awareness of being monitored can actually cause heightened anxiety and stress. In Malaysia, the widespread use of contact tracing apps like MySejahtera during COVID-19 pandemic has raised a concern about data privacy, contributing to public anxiety. Mental health issues, the pervasive nature of social media and the pressure to present the idealized life can actually exacerbate mental health issues such as depression and low self-esteem. Alright, so there's studies in Malaysia have highlighted a correlation between heavy social media use and increased rates of anxiety and depression among young people. And last but not least is the effect in terms of economic implication. Companies use extensive data analytics to target consumer with personalized advertisements, which can lead to exploitation. For instance, e-commerce platforms like Lazada, Shopee in Malaysia analyze user data to tailor ads, potentially leading to unfair price discrimination. In terms of employment risk, employers increasingly use personal data in hiring and firing decisions, raising concern about privacy and potential discrimination. In Malaysia, there have been reports of employers screening social media profile of job applicants, which can influence hiring decision based on personal information. So I believe that is it in terms of the effect of our topic for today, which is the end of privacy in the new digital era. So I think that is it from me. Thank you again for listening, and I hope that you will gain something from my part.
Hello everyone, my name is Libis Kumar Analaki Silva Kumar. My matrix number is A203775. Today I want to discuss about the solutions for the end of privacy in the new digital era. Let's move on to the topic now. Firstly, awareness and education. Increasing public awareness about online privacy issues is critical. Educating people about the risk of sharing personal information online and how personal data is being used can empower them to make more informed decisions about their online activities. For example, an online privacy campaign shows how sharing personal info can lead to targeted ads and helping people protect their data. Secondly, innovation of privacy. Governments can implement stronger data protection laws and regulations to safeguard individuals' privacy rights. Laws such as the European Union's General Data Protection Regulation (GDPR) and the California Consumer Privacy Act (CCPA) give individuals more control over their personal data and enforce stricter requirements on the companies handling that data. Let's move on to the example now. The GDPR in Europe and the CCPA in California give people more control over their personal information and make companies follow strict rules on their and the lead. Okay, to sum up all of my points, to improve online privacy, educate people about the risk of sharing personal information and teach them how data is used and enforce stronger laws like GDPR and CCPA to give individuals more control over their personal data and make sure companies follow the rules. That's all from me today, and thank you so much.
So, in conclusion, the title The End of Privacy in the Digital Era suggests a provocative and concerning perspective on the state of personal privacy in an increasingly digital world. As technology advances and our lives become more intertwined with digital platforms, the concept of privacy is being challenged like never before. Data collection, surveillance, and the erosion of privacy barriers are commonplace, raising important questions about the balance between technological progress and individual rights. This erosion of privacy is driven by several factors. First, the rise of social media platforms encourages users to share intimate details of their lives, which are then monetized through targeted advertising. Second, the advent of smart devices, from phones to home assistants, constantly collects data about users' habits and preferences. Third, advances in artificial intelligence and big data analytics allow for the aggregation and analysis of vast amounts of personal data, often predicting behavior and preferences with startling accuracy. The consequences of this shift are profound. On one hand, it enables greater convenience and personalization in services. On the other hand, it poses significant risks to individual autonomy, security, and the very concept of privacy. To navigate this new landscape, it is crucial for individuals to be aware of the data they share, for organizations to prioritize ethical data practices, and for policymakers to develop robust regulations that protect privacy rights in digital era. In conclusion, the end of privacy in the new digital era underscores the urgent need to rethink and redefine privacy in a world where digital footprints are ubiquitous and inescapable. As we move forward, balancing the benefits of digital innovation with the protection of personal privacy will be one of the most critical challenges of our time. Sincerely yours, Iqbal. Thank you.